followed by Mason Lee and Briley Knight. 2-2 pitch on the way. Misses low at 87, ball 3. Count goes full. Shin has his sign. 3-2 pitch on the way and swung on and fouled off at the plate. Looks like, yep. Count stays 3-2. 87 mile an hour fastball on the outside black. Wind in the next 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off again. Count stays at 3-2. No problem. All right, I'm showing it now. Jacob, I'm glad that you made it to last night's game. That was an amazing comeback. You are absolutely right about that. Wind and the third 3-2 pitch on the way. Misses low at 88. Ball 4. So Advincula working a leadoff walk. So 1 on, nobody out. That'll bring up second baseman Mason Lee. JK tuning in from Edmonton again. Glad to have you along on the broadcast. Shin now working with a runner on. First pitch, over for a strike at 87. 0-1. Well, fans, the outfield is not going to see any shadows today with the early start time. The interesting thing about today's game is usually where it's the batters having to deal with the setting sun out in left field. Now it's pretty much going to be all of the fielders. The sun mostly going to be the backs of the batters. Catcher's probably got the best position in the game right now. 0-1 pitch on the way, misses low at 88, ball 1. 1-1. I've got Portland leading Corvallis by 2.5 games in the second half. Wind in the pitch on the way, swung on that one, hit up the middle, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Stancato charging in. Advincula going to advance to third on the single by Mason Lee. So runners on the corners, nobody down. Game starting out similar to last night's affair, a comeback win by the Pickles against the Bend Elks. Portland victorious in that game 9-6 despite giving up 4 runs in the first inning. It was a wild ride last night. So 2 on, nobody down. That's going to bring up left fielder Briley Knight. First pitch of the at-bat, misses low and outside at 75. Off-speed pitch, 1-0. Again, sorry about the technical difficulties to start the broadcast. For all you folks tuning in now, welcome to the broadcast. Glad to have you along. 88 mile an hour fastball swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-1. Let me know if you're checking in from work and choosing to be unproductive this afternoon. Please don't list your company name for your own good. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one's taken out in the left field. Is it going to stay fair? It is not. Into the netting foul. 1-2. Tom Jones, welcome. Hey, my brother's on the broadcast. Holy cow, from San Antonio, Texas. Right on. Our weather here is much more palatable than yours is, friend. Game time temperature 70 degrees here. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off at the plate. Count stays 1-2. All right, Jablonski checking in from work. Good to have you along. Jacob in the lineup tonight, batting fourth and playing first base for the Pickles. 104 degrees in Texas. That does not sound fun. Runners on the corners, 1-2 pitch on the way, misses high. Ball 2, 88 miles an hour. My sister-in-law also checking in on the chat. Welcome. 90 degrees in Atlanta, so you're splitting the difference between here and San Antonio. 2-2 pitch on the way, check swing, called strike 3. Briley Knight down on strikes. First strikeout of the afternoon for Nathan Shin. So, runners on at second and third. Mason Lee with the stolen base. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 down. That brings up the shortstop, Xander Darby. Shin looks in. Has the sign from Campagna. Now steps off slightly. Lee goes back to second base. Advincula with his lead at third. Look back at second. First pitch of the at-bat on the way. Swung on and missed. 75-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch that might have been a little low. Apparently looked enticing nonetheless. 0-1 the count. Light crowd here this afternoon as this is a makeup game. 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses high at 88, ball 1. Oh, it hit him? Wow, all right. Xander Darby aboard with the HBP. Bases full of Knights. 1 out, and that's going to bring up their catcher, number 4. Making his debut tonight for the Corvallis Knights, Ryan Stafford. Stafford a chance to have a great debut right here. Coming up with the bases loaded. First pitch well outside at 88. 1-0. If I'm being honest with y'all, I'm skipping work today too and being not productive. Moose is at work today. 1-0 pitch on the way. Over for a strike at 87. 1-1. Cam taking over, doing the music and sound effects here. Already a call for Dolphins, friend. Well, in the chat, you know. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off. The right count goes to 1-2. 81-mile-an-hour pitch. We do have folks out in the Mr. Plywood picnic benches out in left field. We've got one group out there in right field in the sun. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. Second strikeout of the inning for Nathan Shin. 2 down for the Knights, and that will bring up right fielder Titus Dumitru. Portland an opportunity to get out of this inning without giving up a run. Shin takes a look in at Campagna. Titus steps in. Shin comes set. First pitch of the at-bat. Misses low at 88. Ball 1. Runners at every base. Look back at second base. Shin's 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit up the middle. Nice stop. Saldivar Jr. to short, and we are done with the first inning here. Titus Dumitru retired 4-6, and the Corvallis Knights, no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on. We're done with half an inning. Still no score here at Walker Stadium. We'll see you in a second. All right, broadcast fans, welcome back. We are headed to the bottom of the first inning. No score so far for the Pickles. It's going to be Kyler Stancano, Jackson Vanderbrake, and Nick Upstill. Defensively for Corvallis, Ryan Stafford behind the dish, Brady Lavoie at first base, Mason Lee manning second base, Spencer Scott at third, Xander Darby the shortstop, Briley Knight, Jonah Advincula, and Titus Dumitru, your outfielders from left to right. James checking in from Ridgefield, Washington. Welcome. I'm going to abuse the fact that I'm given a microphone by this organization and send a shout out to my grandmother in Longview, Washington, who's watching this afternoon's broadcast, Doris Claypool. Glad to have her along on the broadcast. She's hanging out with my mom. Family affair here on YouTube, apparently. Wine and the first pitch the Pickles see this afternoon, 90 miles an hour, a little bit high and outside. Ball one to Kyler Stancano. Stancano from Cal State Bakersfield. 1-0 pitch on the way in, swung on and hit towards second base. Mason Lee's got it. The throw over to Brady Lavoie just in time. 4-3 the put out on Stancano. Quickly one away. And that'll bring up third baseman, number 5, Jackson Vanderbrake. Vanderbrake from the University of North Carolina. The right-hander adjusts his batting gloves, takes a practice swing, and now stands in. Matt Ager on the mound for Corvallis. His first pitch, check swing, inside at 90 miles an hour, 1-0. Ager with an 0-1 record, 3.68 ERA, 14 2/3 innings with 14 strikeouts. 1-0 pitch on the way and swung on, and a bat shattered right back to Ager. He goes over to Lavoie for the easy 1-3 out on Vanderbrake. That bat just shattered. Holy cow.
Let's hear it for your right fielder from San Francisco State University.
90-mile-an-hour pitch that sawed off the bat. So 2 down for Portland. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Nick Upstill. First pitch, the lefty sees, fouls off. To the left, count goes 0-1. Upstill from San Francisco State. Jablonski on deck. Ager has his sign. 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses outside at 85. 1-1. One pitch coming in. That one misses outside as well. Took a little more off that at 83. Pacific Northwest College baseball report checking in the chat. Glad to have you along. 2-1 pitch, check swing, over for a strike at 90. Count goes to 2-2. So PNW College baseball report, if you're watching the game, is that work, or are you doing this when you should be doing other work? Like, what's going on there? Winding the 2-2 pitch on the way, outside, ball 3, 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Count goes full on up still. Mason Lee playing a little bit deep at second base on the outfield grass. That pitch sky towards left field. Briley Knight giving chase. He's a couple steps in front of the warning track. He has it, and that will do it for Portland. 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We're through an inning. No score here at Walker Stadium.
Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the, oh. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no. Here comes the.
Two pitch on the way in for Morgan. Swung on and missed. Got him. Welcome back, broadcast friends. We are embarking on the top of the second inning, and that is Brady Lavoie at the plate. First pitch that he sees misses low at 84, ball one. It's going to be Brady Lavoie, Spencer Scott, and Logan Johnstone for the Knights. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and popped up to the right side. Going out is Eddie Saldivar, coming in Nick Upstill, and it's Upstill that gets it. F9, the put out on Brady Lavoie. For your Pickles defensively, Michael Campagna behind the dish, Jacob Jablonski at first, Eddie Saldivar Jr. patrolling second base, Jackson Vanderbrake at third, Kyle Russell playing short, Latrey McCollum, Kyler Stancato, and Nick Upstill, your outfielders from left to right. First pitch just misses low and outside at 86. 1-0. Spencer Scott from the University of Portland playing third base tonight. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and popped foul on the right. There are not many fans to catch the foul ball out there in on the right field berm. Though, to be fair, the right field berm is very sunny right now. 1-1 pitch on the way. That one misses a little high and inside at 87. 2-1. Grandma and Grandpa checking in from San Diego. Glad to have you along on the broadcast today. PNW College Baseball Report. I think you're making the right decision. 2-1 pitch misses outside at 86, ball three. Yard work can wait. It'll be cooler later this evening when the game's over, although the home run derby's later tonight, so your mileage may vary. 3-1 pitch on the way, misses high, ball four. Spencer Scott works a one-out walk, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, batting ninth, number 11, Logan Johnstone. There is a serious lack of baseball today, James. You are not right. There are two other games going today, later tonight in the West Coast League. And then there's the MLB Home Run Derby, and that's what we've got. Now, if Michael checks into the chat later, he'll probably tell us about some other independent games that are going on around the country. He usually does that. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit up the middle. That's going to be fielded by Russell. Over to Saldivar for one. Over to Jablonski. There you go. 6, 4, 3. Tailor-made double play. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Top of the second is already over. Fans will be back in just a moment with the bottom. We'll see you in a few.
Marion's biggest sale of the year. Carstand carpet and waterproof flooring, only $1.99 a square foot. Area rugs, 20% off. Remnants, 50% off. Over 500 rolls of carpet. 50,000 square feet of waterproof flooring. Thousands of area rugs. Hardwoods, sheet vinyl, carpet tiles, bound rugs, runners, and so much more. Nobody has more flooring than Marion's, and it all comes with a low price guarantee. In Portland and Wilsonville, hurry in.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
What if you could see a doctor the same day at a time you choose? What if your visit started on time and you left with a prescription? What if going to the doctor was easy? Good news. At ZoomCare, it is.
All right, friends, welcome back. Bottom of the second inning coming up. Jacob Jablonski, Eddie Saldivar Jr., and Michael Campagna.
All right, let's make some noise for your first
The first is going to be Jacob Jablonski from Chico State.
Jablonski.
Pickles went down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning. Matt Ager back out on the mound for Corvallis. His first pitch of the second inning misses high at 90 miles an hour, 1-0. Looks like Dylan's already harassing the Corvallis bullpen. 1-0 pitch misses outside at 91, 2-0. Now he's down there checking in on the folks out in the right field berm. Matt has his sign. 2-0 pitch on the way. Misses outside a 90 ball. 3-0. Advincula playing a step or two towards left field. 3-0 pitch on the way. Misses outside at 87 ball 4. So Jablonski leads off the second inning with a 4-pitch walk. Pickles have their first base runner, and that'll bring up the Pickles second baseman, number 1 from Long Beach State, Eddie Saldivar Jr.
Eddie Saldivar Jr.
Spencer Scott playing in at third. Eddie's been known to lay down a bunt or two. He's also been known to leave the yard. Hager looks over at first base. Lavoie holding the runner on. First pitch of the at-bat. Bunt shown. Throw down to first base. Almost thrown into right field. Nice play by Lavoie getting to that. Jablonski sliding back safely. Blazer Bobcat checking in from Albany, Georgia. Welcome. Good to have you back. Tom Jones checking in from Atlanta. Thanks for joining us again. Early game for you, comparatively. Jablonski is lead at first. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that hit sharply, but right at Brady Lavoie. Nice snag. Jablonski was too far off the bag. The 3 unassisted double play on Eddie Saldivar Jr.
Now batting for your pick, it's the catcher.
Do not see that terribly often. So that erases the Pickles first base runner. That will bring up the Pickles catcher, number 27, Michael Campagna. Campagna from the University of San Francisco. Waits on the first pitch. Inside at 90, 1-0. Campagna steps back in. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, and he fouls that off to the right. Count goes to 1-1. Jacob Ashley Design might be checking in from work, maybe. 1-1 pitch on the way. Inside at 78. Nice looking off-speed pitch. Just did not catch part of the plate. 2-1. Matt has his sign now. 2-1 pitch in the dirt at 78. Ball 3. 3-1. So a leadoff 4-pitch walk, an unassisted double play at first base. Now Campagna ahead in the count, 3-1, pitch on the way. That one over for a strike at 89. Count goes full. This game moving at a pretty fast pace already. Matt has his sign from Stafford. 3-2 pitch on the way. Inside, ball 4. So Campagna works a walk. Second walk of the inning given up by Matt Ager. So 1 on, 2 down, and that'll bring up the Pickles' designated hitter, number 3, Peyton Allen.
Number 3, Peyton
Well, Mark, I appreciate that. Thank you much. Glad to have you along on the broadcast. Ager looks over at first base. Lavoie holding Campagna on. First pitch to Peyton Allen, misses inside at 88. Ball one. Pickles going to try and put together a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the second inning if they can. Matt again looks over at first base. 1-0 pitch on the way, misses outside at 90. Ball two, 2-0. Campagna doesn't have a huge lead at first base. Matt comes set. 2-0 coming in. Check swing. Outside at 90 miles an hour. 3-0 on Peyton Allen. Outfielders playing at medium depth. 3-0 pitch on the way. Misses high and outside. Ball four. So Campagna moves down to second base. Peyton Allen takes his place at first. Third walk of the inning, and that'll cause Ryan Stafford, the catcher, to escort Matt Ager back out to the bump. Their conversation short-lived. Stafford headed back behind the plate. That'll bring up the fastest man in Portland, the left fielder number 33, Latrey McCollum. McCollum from UC Santa Barbara steps in with a runner in scoring position and a runner on first. First pitch he sees in there at 88 miles an hour. Nice fastball, 0-1. Kyle Russell on deck for the Pickles. No score here as we play in the bottom of the second inning. Look back at second, 0-1 pitch on the way in, misses low at 91. 1-1. Ager's got a nice fastball. Got a nice off-speed pitch, has some nice movement to it. Usually around the plate, most times over. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off to the right. Count goes to 1-2. That pitch might have been a little bit high. Latrey offered at it anyway. 1-2 the count. Darby playing about a step in from the outfield grass. Glance back at second, 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and again, fouled off to the right. Count stays 1-2. 80 mile an hour off speed pitch, just got a piece of that. Campagna lead at second base, Allen will lead at first. Latrey, the right-handed batter, means that Mason Lee keeps the runner on at second base. Next pitch missing low and outside. Nice stop by Ryan Stafford to keep that in front of him. Count evens up at 2-2. So McCollum stands back in. Look back at second base. A throw faked back to second base. I don't know if Mason Lee didn't get the memo. He had returned to his natural position at second base, was not actively holding Campagna on. 2-2 pitch on the way, misses low and away. That gets by the catcher. Everybody's going to move up 90 feet. Passed ball. So the Pickles go from one runner in scoring position to two runners in scoring position. Campagna 90 feet away. Looking for a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the second inning. Latrey steps back in. Ager back up. As his sign comes set at the waist. 3-2 pitch on the way in. Swung on and hit up the middle. Mason Lee has it. The throw over to first in time, and that will do it for the Pickles here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on. We are through 2 innings here at Walker Stadium. Still no score.
Strikes and fouls it off. It'll reach the seats over back of the Tiger dugout. And the man from Walla Walla will pick up. He swings, bounding ball, stopped by Truby, throw to second, one, relay to first, two for the price of one. There's a breaking ball in for a strike, and he stood there like bound by the side of the road and on did go by, struck him out. That's the third strikeout. Right-hander against the right-hander. The outfielder is straight up in deep one. Fielder. He is the DH today. Swings, there's a drive to left.
Let's all go to Sailors. Let's all go to Sailors. Let's all go to Sailors to get ourselves a steak. Delicious things to eat. The lobster can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. Come on and bring the whole family. Let's all go to Sailors to get ourselves a steak.
All right, friends, welcome back to Walker Stadium here in the Lentz neighborhood in beautiful Portland, Oregon. First pitch of the top of the third inning to Jonah Advincula, misses low at 85, 1-0. Shin's 1-0 pitch, over for a strike at 86, 1-1. Darren Plank checking in. Welcome to the broadcast, friend. Glad to have you along. 1-1 pitch on its way in. That one over for a strike, 75. Nice off-speed pitch from Nathan Shin. Count goes to 1-2. James is not overselling the Walker Stadium experience. It is unlike anything else. 1-2 pitch on the way, misses low. Campagna doing a nice job blocking that at the plate. New baseball thrown out to Shin. Unfortunately, friends, there aren't many home games left this season. Shin is set, waiting for Jonah to step back in. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Got him, strike three. Sort of a 10-ply swing right there. Didn't look like he was convinced he should have been doing it, but he couldn't stop himself. Third strikeout of the game for Nathan Shin. Nobody out, one on, and that's going to bring up second baseman Mason Lee. Lee batting .278 on the season, 17 RBIs. Fouls off the first pitch into the right tone pole. Count goes 0-1. I think we've got about 10 home games left before the playoffs start. That pitch missing low. 1-1. Next pitch fouled off. Count goes to 1-2. So fans, if you do want to come and join us here at Walker Stadium, be sure to visit pickletickets.com. You can check out the promotional schedule there. Choose your tickets and your seats for your favorite night, all with just a few clicks. That pitch fouled off. 89 miles an hour. Count 1-2. Moose checking in on the chat. Moose, we set the over/under tonight at 553. 533. Let me know whether you want the over or the under. 89-mile-an-hour pitch outside. Count goes to 2-2. Okay, Moose just asked in the chat before I got to tell him. He asked what the over/under was tonight. That pitch swung on, hit towards short. Russell ranging over. The throw over to Jablonski in time. Nice grab by Jablonski over at first base. 6-3 the put out on Mason Lee. Quickly 2 away for Corvallis. Ben Crockett checking in the chat. Welcome. Bob Weisgarver checking in. Bobby, good to have you along, friend. First pitch of the at-bat to Briley Knight, missing low at 87, 1-0. Jablonski playing close to the line at first base. 1-0 pitch on the way, check swing, didn't go. Pitch missing low at 76, 2-0. Moose is going to take the over. Okay, we got you as the over, Moose. The original thought in the box here was to give you whatever was the popular pick, which was the under, but we've got you down as the over now. Thanks for checking in. 3-0 pitch on the way in, over for a strike, 3-1, 88-mile-an-hour fastball. Not the fastest pitch that Shin can throw, but that is up there for him. 3-1 pitch misses high. Briley Knight works a walk. 2-out walk for the Knights, and that's going to bring up Xander Darby. Well, Ben, if you can make it out to Walker Stadium, we'd love to have you down here. This summer has been more fun than I feel like I should be allowed, and I'm only up here announcing. Knight a lead at first base, being held on by Jablonski. That pitch taken in, blooped into left field for a base hit. Kyle Russell tried to jump for it, but it just went past his outstretched arm. Latrey McCollum gets the ball back into the infield. Briley moves down to second base. Xander Darby aboard for the second time tonight, this time with a single. 2 on, 2 outs, and that'll bring up the catcher, Ryan Stafford. Struck out in his first at-bat with the Knights, making his debut today. Knight gets a lead at second base. First pitch on the way, swung on, and that one hit into right field, and that's going to fall in front of Nick Upstill. He gets the ball back into the infield. Runner's going to have to stay. Nobody headed home. Knight holding up at third, Darby at second. Stafford has his first base hit, a single into right. So second base is loaded, opportunity for the Knights. That draws Michael Campagna from behind the plate. It also brings out Brian Grant. Make sure Cam knows not to screw up. I'll pass that along, Moose, no problem. I got a laugh out of him. Now, he's doing a good job over there. So for folks that might not be familiar with our broadcast, Moose is usually the sound person here at the stadium. Because this is a afternoon game, Moose had other obligations and wasn't able to be here with us today. So here with us in the chat, and we're happy to have him. Ben, I am above the Wickles Pickles party deck. You can see the sign there in the background on the broadcast. We are on the second floor of the building behind there. That's where the press box is. Not the largest room in the world, but we make it work for us. First pitch missing low and inside at 78, 1-0. Shin working here with the bases loaded, 2 down in the third. No score so far. Shin comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. Count goes to 1-1. Y'all are great in the chat today. We've got over 100 people watching us on YouTube. Hello to the folks watching us elsewhere. I can only talk to the YouTube chat, though. Look back at second base. Shin's 1-1 pitch on the way in. 89 miles an hour over for a strike. 1-2. Shin has 3 strikeouts so far on the afternoon. A fourth one here would be, well, it'd be kind of prime. Looks in at Campagna, has his sign. Takes a glance back at second base. 1-2 pitch on the way. Misses outside at 90 miles an hour. Count goes to 2-2. Corvallis Knight at every base. Briley Knight at third. Xander Darby at second. Stafford at first. 2-2 pitch on the way in. Swung on and popped up, but foul. Count stays 2-2. Keith Jones checking back in. Hello. Glad to have you, Garina. Welcome to the broadcast. Much appreciated. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and taken out towards right, but gonna be foul. Out in the normal bar area. I don't believe we're set up out there today with the low expected numbers for an afternoon crowd. KJ2 is not back in the lineup today. No, Moose, not yet. Look back towards center. 2-2 pitch on the way. Misses outside at 93-2. So no place to put him. Something's going to give right here. Shin back up on the rubber stairs in at Campagna. As his sign comes set at the chest. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and a bouncer towards short. Fielded by Russell. Over to first in time. 6-3 the out, and crisis averted once again. For the Knights, no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on. Once again, fans were headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score here at Walker Stadium.
Whoa, personal foul.
What the feezy?
You can't use a beard trimmer below the 50-yard line. This is the Waterproof Lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped.
What's the difference?
It's got new skin-safe technology to help reduce cuts and nicks. It's powerful, yet gentle, just like me.
Dog, I appreciate you. Boop. Hey, watch out. I'm not ticklish. Get yours at manscaped.com.
What if you could see a doctor the same day at a time you choose? What if your visit started on time and you left with a prescription? What if going to the doctor was easy? Good news. At Zoom Care, it is.
Welcome back, friends. About to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. Matt Ager back out for another inning's worth of work. Ben Crockett checking in. If Mike Chex and Mike Parker called a game together, I mean, the world would explode. Too much greatness. I appreciate that compliment. I forgot to let you all know at the top of the broadcast because it was a little bit bumpy. Mike Parker up in the booth with us today. Announcer for the Corvallis Knights. Glad to have him back. First pitch, bottom of the 3rd, fouled off, 0-1. Kyle Russell, the shortstop, at the plate for his first at-bat. From Washington State University. He steps back in. Twirls the bat around and is ready. Matt comes set, 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses low and away at 73, 1-1. Matt's 1-1 pitch now on the way. Inside, fouled off, though. 89 miles an hour, sort of a check swing. I don't think Kyle quite had enough time to decide whether he was going to swing at that or try and get out of the way, so he did a combination of the two of them, resulting in a foul ball. Deep breath from Ager on the mound. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him strike 3. Kyle Russell strikes out. Matt's first strikeout of the afternoon. 1 away here in the 3rd inning. That'll turn the lineup over for the Portland Pickles. Kyler Stancato to the plate. First pitch to the left-hander misses well outside at 89, 1-0. Jacob Ashley design calling for the Dolphin again. Wind and the 1-0 pitch on the way in. Swung on, and that is fouled down the 3rd base line. That was a heck of a shot. 89 miles an hour. Jason Rocks out, finally figured out how to use YouTube chat. Congratulations, friend. Glad to have you along on the broadcast. Wind to the 1-1 pitch on the way. That one misses up and outside. 84 miles an hour. Ball 2, 2-1. And now we have Carrie asking for the Wookiee. So Team Dolphin and Team Wookiee both representing this afternoon. 2-1 pitch on the way in the dirt. That one gets by Stafford. Count goes to 3-1. There's your Wookiee friend. So Hager's got a new baseball. Stancato steps back in. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that is lined towards short. Xander Darby over and makes the play. L6. Stancato down. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and that's going to bring up third baseman Jackson Vanderbrake.
Number 5, Jackson
Vanderbrake batting .308 on the year, 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and 4 stolen bases. His bat shattered in his first at-bat as he bounced out to the pitcher. First pitch he sees this at-bat at 90 miles an hour, over for a strike, 0-1. No Picklebot today. Picklebot usually reserved for Wild Wild West League games. That pitch missing low and away at 80 miles an hour, 1-1. Picklebot has yet to sign on with the West Coast League. Still looking for a contract. 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses low at 90 miles an hour, 2-1. Vanderbrake looking for the Pickles' first hit. Stands in with a 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one taken towards right field. Demetrius Dumitriou coming in. Doesn't make the catch. That one falls to the grass. Awkward diving play, and he does not look well down there. Slow to get up. Being told by Jonah Advincula maybe to hold up. He stands up regardless.
San Francisco State University, number 30.
Excuse me, that wasn't Advincula. I believe that was Mason Lee. The second baseman had gone out. Jackson Vanderbrake aboard with the Pickles' first hit, a single into right, and that'll bring up right fielder Nick Upstill. Picklebot uncommitted. You are absolutely right. That's a great way to put it. So Nick Upstill at the plate. 349 average, 1 home run, 4 stolen bases, and 22 RBIs. First pitch to him, swung on and missed. 83-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Was a little in front of that one. Count 0-1. Brady Lavoie holding Jackson Vanderbrake on at first. Upstill stands back in. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one's popped up into shallow center field. Coming in, Jonah Advincula. He is there, makes the catch, and that will do it for the Pickles here in the 3rd inning. They do get their first hit. No runs, no errors. 1 runner left on. Fans were headed to the top of the 4th inning already. Still no score here at Walker Stadium. Welcome back, broadcast friends. Your Pickle Finance numbers of the game so far for the visiting the visiting Corvallis Knights. Wow, that was habit forming. No runs, 3 base hits, no errors for your Portland Pickles. No runs, 1 hit, no error. We start playing the top of the 4th. First pitch over at 86 miles an hour, 0-1. Shin will be facing Brady Lavoie, Spencer Scott, and Logan Johnstone. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Count goes to 0-2. Kerry, I don't want to see anyone hurt either, and it did look like Titus was fine out there. So 0-2 the count. Wind and the pitch on the way. Misses outside at 88. 1-2. Ben Crockett letting us know Stancato was a Knight last year. And pitch missing low at 87. 2-2. Lavoie batting .246 on the season. A pair of home runs, 9 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and bounced towards short. It's Russell over to Jablonski in time. 6-3 the put out. Kyle Russell's been busy at short. Helped retire Lavoie, helped retire Titus to end the third inning. Retired Mason Lee earlier in the third inning. Started the double play on Logan Johnstone that ended the second inning. So 1 out, nobody on. That's going to bring up Spencer Scott. He walked in his first at-bat in the second inning. First pitch he sees here in the fourth, he spoils foul on the right, an 88-mile-an-hour pitch, 0-1. Batting .263 on the season, 14 RBIs, has 10 stolen bases. Is that kid chasing the foul ball? Right on. All right. Nice. 0-1 pitch on the way, missing low and inside at 88, ball 1. I don't know if we have the trade of baseball in for a red vine rule in effect today. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one a line toward short, and, well, wouldn't you know it, Kyle Russell there. Makes a great catch. For those of you keeping score at home, and I know many of you are, L6 on that put out to Spencer Scott. That'll bring up Logan Johnstone, the designated hitter. He bounced into the aforementioned 6-4-3 double play to end the second inning. Batting .288 on the season. Takes that one into right field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit. Drops in front of Nick Upstill. Nick gets the ball into the infield. Logan Johnson has himself a 2-out single. You know, Ben, you're not right. Every time these two teams play, it feels like a playoff game. Good pitching and good fielding. Every run scored is earned. That is true. I don't know if do we have black red ropes or black ropes here? Do we have black licorice, Gary? Nope, we do not. No black licorice. First pitch, the at-bat swung on and bounced towards first. Jablonski's going to field a take of the bag himself, and Advincula out 3 unassisted. That'll do it for the Knights here in the fourth inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We're through 3.5. Still, nobody's crossed home plate. We'll see you in a second.
Fans, please direct your attention.
All right, fans, you are getting a shot of the pickle juice drinking contest. It happened so quickly. We could probably just yell down and ask, honestly. I don't know if we have shaved ice. I don't get a chance to go eat here. I'm usually upstairs. I know that we had an elk burger over the weekend. We have pickle pizza from Atlas Pizza. Atlas Pizza, a proud sponsor of the Portland Pickles. We have jars of Wickles pickles if that's your thing. I have a jar at home. Oh, Matt Egger back out on the mound. Jacob Jablonski, Eddie Saldivar Jr., and Michael Campagna to the plate.
And now, it's the Max VP.
Jablonski walked in his first trip to the plate back leading off the second inning and then was retired on an unassisted double play when Saldivar lined out to Brady Lavoie at first. Jablonski batting .286 on the season, 5 home runs, 21 RBIs. First pitch that he sees here in the fourth inning, over for a strike at 88. 0-1. Pitchers duel here at Walker Stadium this afternoon. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one misses outside at 91. 1-1. Oh my gosh. Carly Walcott checking in from Japan. Welcome to the broadcast, friend. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Count goes to 1-2. Carly was a skater for Rose City back in the day. I got to announce for and coach. That pitch missing low and inside. Count goes to 2-2. Yes, we had the Bend Elks in over the weekend, and so there were elk burgers being served here at the stadium. I did not get one because I rarely get to eat here. 2-2 pitch on the way, misses high at 89, ball 3. 3-2 on Jablonski. Again, worked to walk his first time up. Bismarck, North Dakota checking back in. Glad to have you along, Wade. Thanks for joining us. 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on to that one, taken out towards left field. Giving chase, Briley Knight into foul territory, and it drops in. Count stays full. We do need to get something going, Ronald. You are absolutely right. Thank you all for joining us and choosing to be unproductive at your job this afternoon. We appreciate it. Oh, so Jacob, you had the Wickles burger. All right. Haven't had that yet this season. 3-2 pitch on the way, misses outside, ball 4. 88-mile-an-hour pitch off the plate. Jablonski works his second walk of the afternoon. My brother getting raked over the coals in chat, and that's kind of funny. So to the plate, our second baseman, number 1 on his back, number 1 in your heart, Eddie Saldivar Jr. Saldivar batting .282, a pair of home runs and 15 RBIs. Jablonski gets his lead at first, Lavoie holding him on. First pitch that Eddie sees, he lays down a bunt, going to be fielded by the third baseman in time. Advancing on the play, over to third. Oh, double play. 5-3-5 double play. So Saldivar, 5-3-1, excuse me. Eddie laid down a great bunt. Spencer Scott charged in, threw it over to first base. Because Scott had charged in, nobody was covering third, so Jablonski tried to go second to third. Unfortunately for him, Matt Ager, the pitcher, ran over to third, and the throw came in just a hair in front of Jacob Jablonski. So your standard 5-3-1 double play, and that'll bring up Michael Campagna. First pitch missing at 89, 1-0. Your home plate umpire tonight, Nick Hudlow. Elijah Bester, our umpire in the field. Mason Lee just playing on the outfield grass at second base. 1-0 pitch on the way. Inside at 89, ball 2, 2-0. Next pitch fouled back at 88 miles an hour. Count goes to 2-1. I'm not showing that we have 1 run on the scoreboard. I've got it. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Knights. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Pickles. Next pitch over at 79. Count goes to 2-2. For the uninitiated, 5-3-1. Every position in baseball has an assigned number for those of us keeping score in a book. The pitcher's number 1, catcher's number 2. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, got him strike 3. Campagna down on strikes, and that'll end the inning for your Portland Pickles. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We're through 4 innings here at the Walk. Still no score. Welcome back, broadcast friends. We are already starting the top of the 5th inning here at Walker Stadium. Shin out for another inning's worth of work. First pitch over for a strike at 74. 0-1. Game has been going quickly. Mason Lee, Briley Knight, and Xander Darby to the plate here in the 5th. Lee 1 for 2 on the day, a single and a stolen base. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one misses outside and high at 87. 1-1. Darren Plank, your comment is well noted and got a chuckle out of the broadcast booth. 1-1 pitch fouled off to the right. Count goes to 1-2. Shin has himself a new baseball. Is already back up on the rubber. Into his motion, 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and again fouled back. Count stays at 1-2. 90-mile-an-hour pitch there from Shin. That's where he's topped out at tonight. I don't think I've seen him throw any faster this evening, or afternoon as it were. Wine, 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, got him. Strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout for Nathan Shin. 1 away for the Knights here in the top of the 5th inning, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Briley Knight. Friends, I'm Mike Checks, working alongside Gary, Noah, Jay, and Cam. Moose not able to join us in the broadcast booth today, but he is in the chat. We're happy to have him there. We kicked Matthew down to the lower level. First pitch to Briley Knight inside at 87, 1-0. Because we have Mike Parker joining us in the booth announcing for the Knights. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and bounced towards first, but foul. Count goes to 1-1. Yeah, James, you are right. This is going to be a great game, and it has definitely been a great game so far. Apparently, I was a little mistaken about the shadows in the outfield. They're just starting to creep over the fence as that pitch over at 76 miles an hour, 1-2. Still don't think they're going to get deep enough to make any sort of impact on play this afternoon. 1-2 pitch inside at 87, 2-2. Yeah, you're not wrong. This game is going a lot faster than the night games. That pitch in the dirt at 88. Count goes full on Briley Knight. 0 for 1, struck out back in the first inning, was Shin's first strikeout victim, and then walked in the third, got all the way around to third, but did not come in and score. 3-2 pitch, bounced towards the right side. Eddie Saldivar Jr. ranging over his throw over to Jablonski in time for 3, the put out. So nobody on, 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Xander Darby. Darby's been aboard both times this afternoon. Hit by a pitch in the first inning, got a single in the third. First pitch that he's going to see this at bat. Floats in at 74 miles an hour for a strike. 0-1. Wow, Shin working quickly. 0-1 pitch fouled off the left netting. Count goes to 0-2. This game is just speeding along at a breakneck speed. 0-2 the count, winding the pitch on the way, low at 90 miles an hour, 1-2. Well, the under's looking good this afternoon. Winding the 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on in that one, hit towards left center field. Look, Trey McCullum comes in a few steps, finds the ball, makes the catch, and that will do it for the Elks here in the 5th. Did I say the Elks again? Oh, man, you know, we play a 3-game series, and I just screw things up. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Maybe by the end of this game, I'll figure out who we're playing, Gary. Still scoreless here at Walker Stadium. Oh, no. Maybe I'll just have Gary take over for me. I'm screwing everything up this afternoon. We're going to stick around for Dizzy Bat, friends. Yeah. Yeah, last night's Dizzy Bat was amazing. I don't know if we have the replay for that to show later at some point, but it was pretty epic. Dizzy Bat is fairly easy, though it always gets screwed up. First rule of Dizzy Bat, keep the bat on the ground. Rule number 2, whoever's hosting Dizzy Bat, usually Jeremiah Coughlin, they will count to 10, not in any sort of order or not quickly at all. Once they're done, run towards Dylan. Do not tackle Dylan. Do not hug Dylan. Grab the Ruby Jewel ice cream sandwich from Dylan, and you are the winner.
9.9. 10.
Well, nobody is anywhere near Dylan. Oh, there we go. Wow, that is I guess a photo finish. That was interesting. See, I'm glad that you guys didn't screw that up. I just screwed it up. You knew we were staying here, so well done. Noah and Jay trying to keep me on task here, which is proving to be more difficult than it should be. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Corvallis Knights. That is Caleb Cantola. Cantola taking over for Matt Ager. Matt Ager goes 4 innings, yields 1 hit, no runs, walked a handful, and struck out 1. 4 is the exact number of batters that he walked. So it's going to be Peyton Allen, Latrey McCullum, and Kyle Russell. Jacob Ashley Design. How do the Pickles choose? Dizzy Bat, Pickle Juice Drinking, Race Dylan, etc. Are contestants. I have no clue, friend. If somebody comes up here that knows, I will ask them and I will try and get back to you on that. But I legitimately have no clue as to how those folks are chosen. First pitch, bottom of the 5th inning. Inside at 90 miles an hour, 1-0. Allen batting .215 on the season, a home run and 14 RBIs. 1-0 pitch on the way, also misses inside at 91. Count goes to 2-0. Caleb Cantola stands tall out on the mound. You might notice that. That's because he's 6'7" from Lipscomb University. Has his sign on the edge of the rubber. 2-0 pitch on the way. Misses inside at 89. Ball 3. Cantola 2-0 on the season, a 4.09 ERA in 8 games. Thrown 11 innings and is struck out 13. Behind here in the count, 3-0 pitch on the way. Over the outside part of the plate for a strike at 89. 3-1. Allen thought he might have had first base there. He did not. Caleb set. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off. Count goes to 3-2. Latrey McCullum on deck. Portland looking for the bats to come alive here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Only 1 hit so far this game. Have had a fair number of base runners. They've stranded 3. 3-2 pitch fouled back into the netting on the left. Count stays full on Peyton Allen. Rivalry game indeed. Again, these two teams split the first 2 makeup games that happened on the 4th of July. So this for the series win here at Walker Stadium. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Caleb Cantola strikes out Peyton Allen on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. His first strikeout of the afternoon, third strikeout, overall. Ager had 2 strikeouts, not 1. So that'll bring up left fielder number 33, Trey Mack. Latrey 0 for 1 this afternoon. Takes a look at the first pitch at 89, sails high, 1-0. So Cantola not only tall, but throws some heat as well. He comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way, high and tight. 89 buzzes the tower at 89. That'll knock you backwards. P&W College just bought tickets to your first Pickles game. Awesome. It'll be good to have you here. The schedule for the rest of the season looks pretty good. There just aren't many home games left before the playoffs start. 2-0 pitch on the way in. Misses low at 90 miles an hour. Ball 3. 3-0. Oh, Shin and Ager were teammates in high school. Cantola's set. 3-0 pitch coming in, and it came in inside. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Latre McCollum. So Pickles have another base runner. Taco Stack's wondering, what age group is this? This is kids that have graduated high school and are still in college. Most often freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. And there's going to be a mound visit here for Corvallis. Stafford out from behind the plate. Second meeting on the mound. That's Bo Kearns out there, the pitching coach for the Knights. Oh, yeah, the Mascot Olympics are great. We had Blaze, the Portland Trailblazers mascot, in the house tonight, or last night for Trailblazers night, and Dylan lost. Dylan lost the race. I think that took Dylan's record to 10-5 overall. Yep. Noah letting me know that 10-5, yes. We're not doing that race today, sadly. The season runs from the very beginning of June until early August. The season will go a little bit later for the Pickles this year. They will be most likely in the playoffs. First pitch of this at-bat sails high at 88 miles an hour. Latre McCollum down to second base on the wild pitch. Stafford really didn't have a chance at that, for being fair. That just slipped out of Caleb's hand, obviously. Still managed to get it over at 88, though. So count 1-0. McCollum now on at second base. It's going to be Mason Lee, the second baseman, tasked with holding him on. Look back towards second. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike at 89. Count goes to 1-1. Trey Mack gets his lead at second base. Russell with a 1-1 count on him. Couple looks back at second base. Pitch on the way. Swung on and line towards third. Nice snag by Spencer Scott. Throws over to first. On the play, Latre McCollum has to hold. Kyle Russell out 5-3. So 2 outs for the Pickles here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lineup turns over again, though, and that means Kyler Stancato to the plate.
Kyler Stancato.
So a single here should bring McCollum in. Stancato 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Cantola has his sign come set. First pitch to Kyler. Outside and low at 90 miles an hour, 1-0. So with Kyler being a left-handed batter, that means Xander Darby will be trying to keep Latre McCollum on at second base. Caleb stares into Stafford, has his sign, comes set at the waist. 1-0 pitch on the way. Time was called, or a balk was called. A balk was called. I thought I heard someone yell that, but it's not uncommon for our fans to yell that from time to time. And that's going to be a visit out to Elijah Bester. Right now we have Latre McCollum advancing to third on a balk. Bester having a conversation explaining what he saw. So we're waiting while that conversation happens over on the first base line. Your Pickle Finance numbers of the game so far. For the Knights, no runs on 4 hits, no errors. For your Portland Pickles, no runs on 1 hit and no errors. Well, fans, if you aren't following the Portland Pickles on social media, you really, really should be. This organization does stuff online all year long. You can follow the Portland Pickles using the handle @PicklesBaseball on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And again, that is not just a 3-month follow. They are active all 12 months of the year. So count 1-0 on Kyler Stancato. He's now up with a runner on third and 2 outs. So a short single will bring him in. 1-0 pitch on the way in. That one misses well outside at 88. 2-0. What's a balk? That's a great question. A balk is like goalie interference in hockey. Sort of a nebulous concept. There is an actual rule for it, but the application of said rule is always a little bit fuzzy. 2-0 pitch, swung on and hit towards first. That one fielded by Brady Lavoie. He gets to the bag in time, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Fans, we are scoreless through 5 innings here at Walker Stadium. We'll be back with the 6th in just a moment.
And fouls it off. It'll reach the seats over back of the Tiger dugout. And the man from Walla Walla will pick up. He swings, fouling ball, stopped by Trubit for the second one, relay to first. 2 for the place of 1 for the There's a breaking ball in for a strike, and he stood there like that by the side of the road and on to go by. Struck him out. That's the 3rd strikeout. Right-hander against the right-hander. The outfield is straight up in deep one. Fielder. He is the DH today. Swing, this is drive to left.
Think about the last time you needed to see a doctor. How long did it take to get answers? Did you wait weeks for the earliest appointment? Hours in the doctor's office? What if you didn't have to wait? What if you could see a doctor the same day at a time you choose? What if your visit started on time and you left with a prescription in hand? What if going to the doctor was easy? Good news, it is.
Pickle, pineapple makes it sweet, jalapeno brings the heat, Wickle pickle in there too, hula pickle made just for you, hula pickle.
Welcome back, baseball fans. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Portland Pickles. Taking over for Nathan Shin, that is number 4, Spencer Howell from Pacific Lutheran University. Howell 1-1 on the year, 1.28 ERA in 8 games, 14 innings pitched and 10 strikeouts. He takes over for Nathan Shin, who went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, no runs, walked 2, hit a batter, and struck out 4. Shin ended up throwing 85 pitches through his 5 innings worth of work. Oh, Jeremiah, I was just about to get to your comment. I saw that you'd messaged me during the break, but thanks for dropping that in chat. I appreciate it. Spencer Howell's first pitch, over first strike at 85, 0-1. Ben Crockett explaining the balk rule in the chat for those of you curious, the actual legitimate rule as it is worded. Again, its application a little bit fuzzy. Count goes to 1-1 on Ryan Stafford. Titus Dimitru and Brady Lavoie do up this inning. Pitch on the way, swung on and hit towards second. That is through the hole for a base hit. Ryan Stafford aboard with his second single of the afternoon. Leadoff single for the Knights. Titus Dimitru to the plate. Titus 0 for 2. Stafford gets a lead at first. Going to be held on by Jablonski. Howell comes set at the waist. His first pitch of the at-bat misses low at 85, ball one. Vandenbrake playing in at third. Jablonski holding the runner on at first. Howell set. Runner goes 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on in, fouled off at the plate. Count goes 1-1. Dimitru swung through that one. Stafford running on the pitch. So Howell has a new baseball up on the mound. Dimitru takes a short walk, now steps back in, taps home plate. Stafford a lead at first. Howell comes set. Holds. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Swung through an 86-mile-an-hour fastball. Count goes to 1-2. Stafford about 2 steps off of first base. Not a huge lead. 1-2 the count on Titus. Long hold by Spencer Howell. Pitch on the way. Low at 87. 2-2. So Spencer Howell taking over for Nathan Shin, who went 5. 2-2 the count on Titus Dimitru. Stafford a lead at first. Throw over to first base, diving back safely is Stafford. So a little change in pace to the baseball game right now once Howell started working with a runner aboard. Glances over towards first. Set at the waist. 2-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. Count stays even at 2-2. There goes somebody chasing that foul ball. You know, it's a great afternoon for foul ball chasing here at the stadium. You know? When it's a little more packed, it's hard to run around and dodge people. When there aren't so many folks here, it's a lot easier to go chase those errant foul balls. Howell's set, as his sign. Time called at the plate. We now play the waiting game a little bit. Of course, Howell trying to throw off Stafford's timing at first base. Dimitru thought he held it too long, stepped out, now steps back in. 2-2 pitch on the way. Check swing, did he go? He did. Strike 3 called. That is the 5th strikeout of the game, and that means that fans here at the stadium are going to be leaving tonight's game with a coupon for a free slice of Atlas Pizza. Atlas Pizza, come for the pizza, stay for the pizza. So 1 on, 1 down, and that's going to bring up Brady Lavoie. Lavoie hitting .246 on the season. I haven't tried the hula pickles yet, no. I do want to try those at some point. I really should try and get that pickle burger at some point this season. Howell's first pitch of this at-bat popped up on the right side. Jablonski taking a look. Makes the catch behind his neck. What was that? I don't know if the wind took it back on him or maybe that was a little bit of showboating there. I don't really know for certain. Mark it down in your scorecard as 3P, though, since it was in foul territory. So after Stafford singles to start off the inning, Howell comes back, strikes out Dimitru, gets Lavoie to pop out in foul territory at first base. That'll bring up Spencer Scott. Scott 0 for 1. He walked, lined out to Kyle Russell at short. Scott steps back in, taps the plate. Howell comes set at the waist. Holds again. First pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes, throw down to second base. In time. Not in time. Mags is now going to come out for a conversation, which is not unexpected at all. That was a great throw by Campagna down to second base. For all of you watching on YouTube, if you'd like to rewind that and take a second look at that, you can do that. Mags is patiently explaining how tagging a runner out, stealing second base works. There's your replay right there. Y'all self at home. Unfortunately, the only person's opinion that matters this afternoon is Elijah Bester, and give Ryan Stafford an SB question mark. So 1-0 count. Knights now with a runner in scoring position. That pitch missing low at 85. Ball 2, 2-0. Angel Hernandez getting love in the chat right now. 2-0 the count. Howell looks back towards second base. Now brings in the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and a bouncer towards short. Over to Jablonski at first in time. 6-3 the put out on Spencer Scott, and that'll do it for the Knights rally here in the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still no score here at Walker Stadium. All right, broadcast friends, welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning we go. Still no score here at Walker Stadium. A number of the host families for the players in attendance here this afternoon. So Cantola back out on the bump. It's going to be Jackson Vanderbeek, Nick Upstill, and Jacob Jablonski. First pitch missing high at 87. 1-0. Nearing 150 people watching in on the broadcast while they should probably be working. Glad you're not. 1-0 pitch on the way. A little bit high and inside at 76. Ball 2, 2-0. There's Michael Summers. Right on. Glad to have you here, friend. I may stop by and get one of those giant subs on the way out of the ballpark this afternoon. Cantola's 2-0 pitch misses high and outside at 88. Ball 3, 3-0. Today's your day off. Well, you're choosing to be productive by watching baseball then, and I'm glad you made that decision. 3-0 pitch on the way, misses inside at 89, ball 4. So leadoff walk to Jackson Vanderbrick, who's aboard for the second time tonight. He singled in the third, shattered his bat, grounding out to the pitcher in the first, and that's going to bring up Nick Upstill.
Let's hear it for number 30, Nick Upstill.
Upstill's hit a couple balls hard. Unfortunately, they did not find grass. One out to left field, one out to center. We'll see if he can spray this one to right. Vanderbrake gets his lead at first base. First pitch on the way, bunt down the first base line, hard hit, fielded and tagged out. 3 unassisted, Brady Lavoie. Tagging out Nick Upstill on the plate. Jackson Vanderbrake scoots along to second base. 3 unassisted on the fielder's choice. So, a runner in scoring position for Portland. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, Jacob Jablonski. Jeremiah, one of our amazing PA hosts here at the stadium. He's totally working right now. We miss having you here, friend, but glad you could join us on the broadcast. So we'll lead at second base from Vanderbrake. First pitch on the way, swung and hit again towards first base. Off the glove of Brady Lavoie. Everybody's going to be safe. Jablonski aboard E3. So doesn't have a hit yet, but has been aboard all 3 times. Vanderbrake moving down to third on the play. Ian is doing much work. Glad to hear that, friend.
Second baseman, number 1, Eddie Saldivar Jr.
Runners on the corners, one down, and that'll bring up Eddie Saldivar Jr. Saldivar has had a streak of bad luck today, has hit into 2 double plays. Lefty stands in. Chance to finally crack one of the goose eggs on the scoreboard. First pitch he sees shows bunt in the dirt. Jablonski takes second base on the play. The thing is Stafford stopped the ball at the plate. He just couldn't locate it in the dirt. So a wild pitch sends Jablonski down to second. Runners on at second and third. That erases the traditional double play methods available. Advincula shaded a little bit toward left field. Knight and Dimitru playing about straight up in their respective left and right positions. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on, and a high bouncer towards second base. Run's going to score on the fielder's choice. Jackson Vanderbrake coming in to score the first run of the game. Jacob Jablonski moves to third. Eddie Saldivar Jr. is out on the play. Fielder's choice. 4-3 the put out on him. So runner on third. 2 down. No, not a doubleheader with the Knights, Michael. Just a single game. Business person special this afternoon. We got the first 2 rained out games made up on the 4th of July. This is the 3rd game in that series. Wind in the first pitch to Campagna over on the inside part of the plate at 79. 0-1. We are on the board indeed. That was the TriMet Bring 'em Home first run of the game. Jablonski on at first base. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one in the dirt. Nice stop again by Ryan Stafford, who's making his debut tonight. 80-mile-an-hour pitch. Count 1-1. Campagna got aboard on a walk. Struck out back in the 4th inning. Michael's ready. Cantola set at the waist. 1-1 pitch. Lowered 80 miles an hour, ball 2. Stafford getting a workout behind the dish right now. Michael, we're kind of loving the matinee as well. It has been a very speedy ball game thus far. All of the zeros on the scoreboard kind of prove that. 2-1 pitch on the way. Misses high at 87. Ball 3. So Campagna ahead in the count, 3-1. Peyton Allen on deck. Somebody stirring in the Corvallis bullpen. Cantola's 3-1 pitch on the way, misses high and tight, ball 4. So Campagna works a 2-out walk, runners on the corners. And it looks like that might be the end of the afternoon for Caleb Cantola. The call has been made down to the bullpen fans. We're going to take a break here real quick. We'll come back with the new pitcher in the line on Caleb Cantola here in a moment. Your Pickles lead 1-0. Welcome back to Walker Stadium. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Corvallis Knights. That is number 31, Will Clark from Pacific University. 0-0 record, 0.58 ERA in 10 games, 15 1/3 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts. He takes over for Caleb Cantola, who goes an inning and 2/3. Does not yield a hit, gives up the only run of the ball game. That run was not earned. Walked 3 and struck out 1. So Clark on with 2 outs, runners on the corners, and facing the switch hitting Peyton Allen. First pitch to Allen at 83, swung on and missed, 0-1. Allen 0 for 1, struck out in the 5th inning. Drew a walk his first time up in the 2nd. Clark comes set at the chest, 0-1 pitch on the way, over at 84 for a strike. Count 0-2. Campagna on at first, Jablonski on at third, 1 run in for Portland. Allen back in. Clark stares in, now has his sign. He comes set. Now steps off. Runners back to their corners. Lavoie actively holding Campagna on at first base. Scott is not holding Jablonski on at third. Steps off again. Runners walk back. Allen steps out of the batter's box, a little bit impatient. Takes a look at the signs down at third base. Now he steps back in. 0-2 pitch on the way, misses well outside at 87, 1-2. Campagna steals second base. Kind of felt like defensive indifference, but that really doesn't make sense in a 1-0 ball game in the 6th inning. Clark comes set. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed, got him strike 3. Peyton Allen down on strikes, first strikeout for Will Clark, and that ends the Pickles rally here in the 6th inning. They do get 1 run. That run was not earned. There were no base hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on. Fans, we are through 6 full innings here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Portland 1, Corvallis 0.
Marian's, Karastan carpet, waterproof flooring, area rugs, hardwoods, and so much more. Remnants, runners, bound rugs, carpet tiles, sheet vinyl, and laminates. Family owned and operated for 60 years. Oregon's largest stocking dealer. Thousands of square yards of carpet and thousands of square feet of waterproof flooring, all in stock. Quick installs and guaranteed lowest prices. In Portland and Wilsonville, hurry in.
Let's all go to Sailors. Let's all go to Sailors. Let's all go to Sailors to get ourselves a steak. Delicious things to eat. The lobster can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. Come on and bring the whole family. Let's all go to Sailors to get ourselves a steak.
What if you could see a doctor the same day at a time you choose? What if your visit started on time and you left with a prescription? What if going to the doctor was easy? Good news. At Zoom Care, it is.
All right, friends, welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Portland Pickles. That is number 5, Ian Umlant, making his debut here for Portland. He takes over for Spencer Howell, who goes an inning, gives up a hit, does not give up a run, does not walk a batter, and strikes out 1. So we've got a pinch hitter on for Corvallis. Tyler Quinn? Tyler Quinn, number 5. First pitch missing just outside, ball 1. 86 miles an hour. It's going to be Tyler Quinn. Wow, bat went flying on that one. Count evens up at 1-1. Tyler Quinn, Jonah Advincula, and Mason Lee for Corvallis. Quinn stands in, 1-1 pitch on the way, misses high at 86, ball 2, 2-1. Quinn batting .300 on the season, 70 at-bats, 8 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, 2-1 pitch, swung on and hit towards short. Charging Kyle Russell, the throw over to Jablonski at first. Nice reach and grab by Jacob. 6-3 the put out on Tyler Quinn. Breeze starting to blow into the broadcast booth. Seems like it's picked up a little bit of speed here. So nobody on, 1 out. Lineup turns over for Corvallis. Jonah Advincula to the plate. 0 for 2, walked his first time up, got as far as third base, but that was it. Struck out and bounced out to first. First pitch in at 73, a breaking ball that floats in for a strike. 0-1. Jared joining the broadcast. Your nephew out on the mound. Right on. Next pitch missing just a bit outside at 87. 1-1. Ian from the University of Oregon making his debut. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one is hit towards center field. Giving chase, Kyler Stancato, and it's going to be he who makes the play. Latrey McCollum coming over to back him up. Advincula down, F8. 80-mile-an-hour exit velocity on that pop fly. Well, Jared, glad you could be part of the broadcast today to see Ian pitch. That's excellent. Glad to have you along. 2 outs here as we play in the top of the 7th inning. Mason Lee to the plate. He takes the first pitch out to left field. Latrey McCollum going back on the ball. He's at the wall. That one is gone. Well, Portland breaks their goose egg. Corvallis comes right back and breaks theirs. Solo shot for Mason Lee. So each team with a run now. That's going to bring up left fielder Briley Knight. 89-mile-an-hour exit velocity on that. Just dumped it over the wall in left field. A popped bunt up foul. Popped with veracity. 87-mile-an-hour pitch. Count 0-1. Ian's motion, 0-1 pitch on the way. Misses outside at 74, 1-1. Yep, credit where credit is due. Nice job, Mason. Tie ball game. Next pitch swung on, and that one is crushed towards right field, though coming over and making the play, Nick Upstill. Sounded better than it looked. F9 the out, but Corvallis gets their tying run on one hit. No errors and nobody left on. Fans, it's time to stretch. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 1 here at Walker Stadium. All right, broadcast fans, welcome back. Tied at 1 here as we start the bottom of the 7th inning. Latrey McCollum, Kyle Russell, and Kyler Stancato due up. First pitch, bottom of the 7th, missing outside at 82, 1-0. Clark working quickly with nobody on. 1-0 pitch in the dirt, ball 2. That one missing 82 miles an hour. Clark back up on the bump. 2-0 pitch on its way. Outside at 82, ball 3. Latrey 0 for 1, worked a walk, advanced on a wild pitch, then advanced on a balk, as one does. 3-0 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike. Latrey taken all the way, 81 miles an hour at the heart of the plate. Clark working quickly, 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit sharply towards short. Nicely fielded by Xander Darby, the throw over to Lavoie in time. Latree McCullum down 6-3.
Let's hear it for your shortstop from Washington State University. It's number 34, Kyle Russell.
So nobody on, one out for Kyle Russell. Russell looking for his first base hit of the afternoon, struck out in the third, bounced out to third in the fifth. First pitch that he gets to see, swung on and missed. 82-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. 0-1. Winding the 0-1 pitch already on the way, and that one sailed out of his hand, obviously. 79-mile-an-hour pitch that started outside and got outsider. 1-1 the count. Into his motion pitch on the way. That one bends in for a strike at 67 miles an hour. Heck of an off-speed pitch there. 1-2 pitch on the way in again. That one sails outside at 84. Ball 2. 2-2. Stan Cotto on deck. Wind and the pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. That one got Russell, strike 3. His second strikeout of the day. Second strikeout for Will Clark.
Let's hear it for your center fielder, number 29, Kyler.
So nobody on, 2 down. Lineup turns over for Portland. Kyler Stan Cotto to the plate. First pitch bends over at 77 for a strike. 0-1. It got outsider. Is that a thing? Well, you know. We're playing fast and loose with the broadcast this afternoon, Fred. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one outside at 76. 1-1. Will Clark winds and deals. Swung on, and that bat sounds like it was shattered. Slow roller, Mason Lee over at second. The throw to Lavoie in time. 4-3 the put out, and that will do it for Portland here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We are through 7 full innings here at Walker Stadium. 1-1. Welcome back, friends. It is already the top of the 8th inning in this matinee baseball game between the Portland Pickles and the Corvallis Knights. Ian's afternoon is done. He goes an inning, gives up 1 hit. Surrenders a run. That run was earned. Did not walk a batter. Did not strike 1 out. And on to replace him, number 24, Levi Chiuchi. Levi from the University of Hawaii, 1-0 on the season, 2.31 ERA in 9 games, 11 2/3 innings pitched with 14 strikeouts. He is on to face Xander Darby, Ryan Stafford, and Titus Dimitru. Your Pickle Finance numbers of the game so far for the visiting Corvallis Knights. 1 run on 6 hits and 1 error for your home team, Portland Pickles. 1 run on 1 hit and no errors. We have been treated to quite the pitching duel this afternoon. Levi goes into his motion. His first pitch misses low at 87, ball 1. Chiuchi comes set at the waist. 1-0 pitch, swung on and stung out towards left field, giving it chase. Latre McCollum, he is over and makes the catch towards the foul line. L7 retires Xander Darby. That'll bring up the catcher once again, Ryan Stafford. This is his debut with Corvallis. His first at bat, he struck out. Next 2 times he came to the plate in the second and the sixth, or third and the 6th respectively. He singled, also stole a base in the 6th inning. Pretty good debut game so far. He's also been solid behind the plate. First pitch that he'll see in this at-bat catches the outside part of the plate at 89, 0-1. Stancato in center, shaded a little bit towards right field. Up still playing a little closer to the line than he normally does as well. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Russell was playing a little bit closer to second base than third, and that just found its way through the hole. 1 out single for Ryan Stafford. Now 3 for 4 on the day. What a debut. Well done. It's going to bring up Titus Dimitru. Dimitri's bounced out to second, out to short, and struck out his last time up in the 6th inning. With Spencer Howell getting credit for that strikeout. So Chiuchi working with 1 on, 1 away. Line in the pitch misses low and away at 88. Ball 1. Stafford to lead at first. Jablonski holding him on. Throw over to first base, diving back in time, Ryan Stafford. So Stafford gets his lead over at first once again. Sigh from Chiuchi on the mound. He brings in the 1-0 over at 87 for a strike. 1-1. Yeah, the shadows are starting to creep in towards a little left center field a little bit. Chiuchi has his sign from Campagna. Timeout called. Looks like the pitch might have been up and away had it counted. It did not. I mean, tell Chiuchi's arm that, but for the record, in the baseball game, it doesn't count. 1-1 the count, 1 out, runner on first. Pitch on the way, swung on, and that one's taken out towards left field. Latre McCullum finds it, wanders over and in a couple steps, settles under and makes the play. We'll call that F7 on Titus Dimitru. So now it's 2 down. That'll bring up first baseman Brady Lavoie. What happened to our broadcast? Well, that's not awesome. So 2 outs here in the 8th inning, tie ball game. Throw over to first base, back safely, Ryan Stafford. Kiyuchi comes set. Now the first pitch of this at-bat on close play. Campagna's got a good arm on him. Jablonski receiving the throw. Lavoie stands back in. Stafford to lead at first. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and popped back, foul. Count goes to 1-1, 88-mile-an-hour pitch at the top of the zone. Well, sorry we're having problems with the broadcast here, friends. I think we've got it back now. Rally Gator is out. Kiyuchi takes a deep breath on the mound. Now brings in the 1-1 in the dirt at 88. Count goes 2-1. Arm up in Portland's bullpen. Nobody up in Corvallis' bullpen. Lavoie steps back in. Kiyuchi has it signed from Campagna. 2-1 pitch. Missing low ball 3. 3-1. Kiyuchi steps back up on the rubber. Lavoie stands back in. Stafford to lead at first. Jablonski holding him on. 3-1 pitch on the way, misses low and away, ball 4. So Lavoie draws a walk. That'll move Stafford down to second base. Runners on at first and second for third baseman number 6, Spencer Scott. Campagna out from behind the plate. Now returns to his position. Spencer Scott 0 for 2, walked in the second, lined out to Kyle Russell, then bounced out to Kyle Russell in the 6th. Portland keeping a looking to keep the score exactly where it is right now. Kiyuchi looks back at second base once, twice. Pitch on the way, outside at 76, 1-0. Quite the pitching duel this afternoon. Knotted at 1 as we play here in the 8th inning. Kiyuchi looks back at second base. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike at 78, 1-1. Campagna back out from behind the plate. Hand delivers the ball back to Levi Kiyuchi. They take the short walk up the bump together. An abbreviated road trip movie. Campagna says his piece, now returns to home plate. 1-1 the count on Spencer Scott. Lavoie on at first, Stafford on at second. Apparently the broadcast fine on Facebook. It's just the YouTube folks that are stumbling through. Our apologies, it's being efforted. There's so many people wanting to skip work to watch this broadcast, and we thank you all for that. Kiyuchi looks back at second base. And again. Now brings in the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that one skied foul on the right. Count goes to 1-2. Kiyuchi looking to get out of this inning. Stares in at Michael. Takes the sign he's given. Comes set at the belt. Look back towards second base. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped foul on the right again. 89-mile-an-hour pitch spoiled foul. Count stays at 1-2. Feels like we've picked up a few more fans since the game first started. The outfield picnic tables seem more full than they were when the game started. We definitely have more fans out in the right field picnic tables. Left field ones were pretty full at the start. 1-2 count. Kiuchi looked back at second base. And again. Pitch on the way, and that plunked him. Ouch. In the numbers. Not delightful. 88-mile-an-hour fastball off the back. I do not envy Spencer Scott. That had to sting. So Stafford moves down to third. Lavoie moves down to second base. Spencer Scott painfully takes a short walk to first base. Campagna out from behind the plate. Levi Kiuchi has the baseball as he steps back up on the rubber. Now he's talking to the field umpire Elijah Bester. Not exactly sure what that conversation's about. Bases loaded, 2 down. I don't see a white sleeve out there, so I know it's not that. Wine and the first pitch of the at-bat on the way, well outside at 90 miles an hour, 1-0. Noah and Jay are working on the broadcast difficulties. Sorry for you. Hopefully the audio's still coming through. Kiuchi winds, 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that was taken out towards right field. Nick Upsteal, who's playing a little bit deep, having to give a chase to the back of the wall. It is off the wall, and that is going to be down for extra bases. 1 run in to score, 2 runs in to score, 3 runs in to score. Bases clearing double for Tyler Quinn. Stafford in to score. Brady Lavoie in to score. Spencer Scott in to score. Give Tyler Quinn a 3-run